Hello, hello, and welcome back to Fate Grand Order. I've had a bit of a brainwave, which is to say, I noticed this, the the collaboration with Witch on the Holy Night, which is a game I already own on Steam. It was only like $40, but I was noticing that main character, what's her face, Aozaki Aoko, is available as a summon, a limited time foreigner summon. Ah. Oh, wouldn't hurt to try my luck right now. But that lasts until the 20th, so it should be fine. Well, at least I could use you to enhance Noble Phantasm, I think. I think. Oh yeah, I absolutely can't enhance. I'm not entirely sure how to save, how you save and how to land stuff, but you know what? Anyway. Super great success rate. Very nice. Let's do that, because I have a feeling you and Boudica are going to become very useful later on. But I do think I am only doing the, I think I'm going to abandon the current plot, I think I am going to abandon the, well, currently abandon the Roman plot to do the Witch and the Holy Night thing, but that has 20 days to it. I don't know if I'll do it right now. So, well, that depends on how long the release campaign. Apocalypse Planet 1999. I guess. I have no idea how long this opening cutscene is going to be. At first there was a tiny glimmer, then a few moments later there was an explosion. It sucked in everything nearby, then blew it all away. Trees were knocked down, rivers dried up, entire buildings disappeared without a trace. Wind raged on at 100 meters per second. This must be what it's like on Venus, she thought. It's no use, I can't get any closer. Geez, Sop was insane. This was supposed to be a simple disaster, not an actual freaking apocalypse. Her shouting disappeared into the wind, her voice failing to reach anyone else's ears. At this time, it seemed like she was the only one who could stop this unprecedented disaster. However, shooting it doesn't work, hitting it doesn't work, kicking it doesn't work. It's like this thing doesn't obey the laws of the universe at all. High density magical energy invades the Earth's surface as temperatures rise with no sign of slowing. The magical energy in the the magical energy in the atmosphere is reverting from pseudo-ether, the fifth imaginary factor, to true ether, the fifth true theoretical factor. Words. Endless analysis followed by endless rejection, unending investigation followed by unending rejection. Even though there was only one explosion, the resulting gales only continued to grow in strength. This doesn't make any sense. What the hell's going on with the star? It's been 6 hours since the crater appeared on the Earth's surface. The mountain that brought about this disaster is gone, and the damage is quickly spreading to neighboring mountains as well. This destruction probably won't stop until the human race is completely extinct. As a witness to many failed apocalypses, she could tell exactly where things were headed. There's nothing I can do, it's too late. For that matter, I'm not going to make it out of this alive either. There's no way to stop it, unless it is stopped, there will be no future for anyone. Before dawn, the country of Japan will vanish. In a few days, all other countries will do the same. Tonight, in 1999, the world will come to an end, starting from an insignificant corner of the earth. Tonight, with the stars twinkling in the sky. Oh. That wasn't even 2 minutes. Ooh, sync chords.
桜餅です。今回も無事に帰還できましたね。戦いは
Again. I'm not familiar with the plot of Witch on the Holy Night at all, so this is lovely. What the hell happened? So these are the Kumano Mountains. Where's my sword? Yes, and by the raid shift went through without a hitch. Your success rate remains as impressive as ever. Your success rate of 4? 5? According to Shiba, this latest singularity is very small and poses almost no danger, which is why no other servants or even our trusty Fu have come along. Select Da Vinci, consider this a well-deserved carefree mini hot springs vacation. Buddy, if it's here, it's danger. That being said, let me just make sure of something. Do you remember your briefing in the command room? I wasn't in REM, if that's what you're asking. So we discovered this new singularity on a Japanese mountain range. Specifically, the year is 2001, and the range is in Toyama Prefecture. Toyama? Toyama is a real place. I know that. It's on the north. It's in northern Chubu. Toyama Prefecture. Given your age, I guess a little before your time. 3 years. Anyway, we've observed that this is definitely a singularity, but it's very small and shouldn't last very long. Trismegistus says it should close up on its own in 7 days, and we're not seeing any signs of mystics or magical energy anywhere. Basically, it's a singularity that's practically identical to reality in terms of time and space. Usually we just let this kind of mind distortion go away on its own. For cases like this, where we know for sure it's safe to visit, are exceptionally rare. That makes us an optimal race shift sample case. I was not reading. And it should make a great experience for our field operatives too. That's why your mission is this time will be to... Mission this time will be to see if you can discover any anomalies in a completely danger-free singularity. We're hoping it'll help you hone your investigative skills. Think of it like trying to solve a real-world mystery novel. We know you've been taking on a lot of tough missions lately, so while we can't give you the carte blanche to stretch your wings, this should be at least a laid-back opportunity to learn some new things. You see, this is the best part. This latest singularity is looking at... That's right, this is a little-known but highly esteemed Kumano Hot Spring, said to be the home of a legendary secret spring. You look really happy about this. Do I? Oh, I'm sorry, Senpai. I've always liked you, but I suppose getting to visit a historic hot spring in there got me a little excited. Testing. Okay, looks like we're coming in loud and clear. This is great. It looks like you two are at the base of the mountain right now. The singularity covers this entire mountain ridge, but the Kumano Hot Springs is right in the center. Let's start by making your way to that, and I gave Mash some money that should cover your expenses. Check back in with us once you get a room, okay? There'll probably be other tourists on the trail, so we should refrain from calling too much while you're outside. Alright, it's May in the singularity, so it's peak travel season. We need to be careful not to stand out among all the people coming here to hike the mountains. Chadia may be an international organization, but it's still a highly clandestine research facility. Alright. We just look just like any other tourist, especially you and your lab coat suits sort of thing going on. I'm surprised we haven't actually seen anyone else so far, not even any hikers. I don't see any trails here either. I wonder if we took a wrong turn somewhere. hear footsteps behind us.
Must be a hiker or tourist. Let's ask if they know the way. Hello, excuse me. Sorry to bother you, but we're trying to find the hot springs. We seem to have lost our way. Do you know how to get there? Even just pointing us in the right direction would be a big help.
Mysterious one-gloved man. If you're looking for the hot springs of the mountain, then you must be headed to the Kumano. And guess you two are psychics looking to get rich quick then. Yeah, I can see in your eyes. I can tell you're really good too. I've had a lot of interesting experiences, so I've got an eye for these things. Then again, you don't look like you're here for the money. It seems like whatever brought you here is far more complicated than I can tell.
Do you think we're psychics?
Get rich quick. Oh, did I get it wrong? I guess you're just ordinary tourists, same as me. Sorry for getting carried away and jumping to conclusions. My name's Suzuki Sujiuro, by the way. I'm staying at the same hot springs and you two are looking for. It's just out for a walk to get some exercise. Sounds like you two are lost if you're asking for directions. Lucky we ran into each other then. I could show you the way to the end, at least part on the way.
That'd be great, thank you. I'm Ashkara and this is...
Aphrodite. Nice to meet you, Aphrodite. You must be from abroad, man. Anyway, the inn's owner will be thrilled to get even more international guests. I guess the good word about Japanese hot springs is spreading far and wide.
International guests? You mean there are others here besides us?
Oh yeah, lots to see when you get to the end. There's some peculiar stuff going down there now. Not all of it good.
I see. Are the Kumano hot springs that popular? This is our first time here, so...
Popular? No, it's interesting. For anything, I'd say they're pretty unpopular. I'm sorry, that was a poor twist, but let me rephrase that. In fact, why don't I tell you more about what makes Kumano hot springs so interesting on the way there? Kumano hot springs have 5 secret springs that will grant wishes. The trick is you have to soak in them all by yourself first thing in the morning. There is even a magazine article about it a long time ago. Thanks to that, the springs used to be hugely popular up to a year or two ago, but now things are very different. The springs grant wishes? I don't believe you.
Suju, what kind of wishes are being granted? Do the springs really grant anything people ask for?
No, nothing like that, unfortunately. The Kumano hot springs have only ever granted one kind of wish each. So really, it's less like they make wishes come true, more like they have very potent restorative effects. There's the spring of youth, the spring of romance, the spring of male transformation, the spring of happy home life, and the spring of stiff shoulder and eye. Okay. Only one of these 5 springs is open each day. So the idea is that people come and stay overnight on the day when the spring they want to soak in is open. Though I also heard that some people would stay a whole week so they could try out all the springs. The stiff shoulders one. Stiff shoulders and annihilation doesn't sound nearly as impressive. No, not necessarily. Stiff shoulders can become a big problem when you get older. I don't care for the annihilation part though. It sounds so effective it's likely to draw the wrong crop. Annihilate all shoulders. Anyway, this should do it. Sorry, but this is as far as I go. This is about a 5-mile walk up here that way. I've got something I need to find right now, but I'm sure I'll see you two later at the hot springs.
Stranger is just heading back down again. Now I feel a little bad. Must have been a lot of trouble to take us this far up the mountain, and he wasn't even going this way.
Oh, he didn't sound out of breath at all.
He has a very mysterious hair about him, doesn't he? He seems so earnest, but there's also something very easygoing about him. Anyway, we're almost at the end now, but there's no need to rush. Let's take it slow and enjoy the walk.
Weird.
Ah,
thank respect. Again. Wait, what? You see that? You will be defeated if Smash is defeated. Okay. Alright, sure. 20 minutes after parting ways with Sujiro.
I hate to even it, but...
We're lost.
Yes, and just when we were almost at the end too. I'm sorry, Senpai. I should have been more on top of let me get out of my compass. Second, I'll just call Da Vinci and have her navigate us too. I can't get through, that's all. There haven't been any magical energy disturbances. And Shiba's observation results still say no signs of danger in this space-time, so wait, huh? No future for humankind in this space-time.
Look out, man, something's coming this way.
Enemy contact, I can't believe I didn't notice them until they were this close. But right now we need to fight back. There are no civilians in the vicinity. Awaiting your orders, Master.
Do I only have MASH? Number 6. Is there anyone that has a great U? $34 out of 71. A selenium out of lutetium. I don't know why I said that. Green King Snake. Ah, it seems you've been defeated. Complete. It was totally invisible. Black boar, critical to fog thickens. I don't think the black boar is a problem for us. Ow, bitch. Yeah, summoned in Japan a bit early, and by a bit early I mean about 7 years after the original debut. Ooh, I didn't level back. Oh shit. Wait, is that it? Was that it? Okay. Wait, what? The event reward screen will be unlocked if you complete one rich shelf. Part 2, 1 out of 8. Part 2, 1 out of 8. The fuck? What kind of monster is this? Yep, definitely a berserker.
Master, use a command spell on me. I can use my noble phantasm maximum power to blow away all the smoke. I'm afraid it'll damage the nearby trees too, but at least it will let us see what we're dealing with.
At the brakes, it's a smart call, but don't do it. The ground here could collapse under your feet. I'd save the ground pound for a last resort if I were you. That light.
Good point. I'm sorry. I should have known better. Anyway, may I ask you? I'm a tourist. Yeah, I'm just passing tourist, making a little trip around the world. You look like you're trouble. Don't worry, I've got this. We all gotta look out for each other. Now let's hurry up and take care of this thing.
Yeah, you know what? Sure. Get some good Jolter bond level up. I can't believe I was so incredibly lucky to pull Jolter. Like, I wasn't even trying. I'll remember. It just happened. Alright, she's a foreigner class. I really.
私は消えない。消えられるものか。
Oh, okay. So we're just in the pits for this, aren't we?
あれね、サポートして。大魔だ。発射。
Okay. This is turning out horribly, actually. But that might just be. Okay, sure. Why not?
There we go, easy peasy. You're pretty strong, Shogar. You're one of those savants I've heard about. You're pretty strong too, of course. Those are summoning spells, right? I'm impressed. I know those aren't easy. The stronger the familiar, the more physical and mental energy it takes out of the summoner. It can even wear away your very identity. A light yet heavy heart isn't easily swayed by any kind of desire. That's what an acquaintance of mine told me you need to be a good summoner. It looks like that's you to a T. The kind of person you'd find anywhere, and yet there's nobody else quite like you.
Excuse me. Thanks, I'm asking who you are.
Alright, I still haven't introduced myself yet, have I? I am Aozaki Aoko. I'm a mage just like you, though I'm a free agent not affiliated with anyone. How about you? If we're both here, I'm guessing someone sent you. Can you at least give me a broad idea of who? I think we'd both like to at least know if we should consider each other friend or foe.
And that's about it.
I think that's the most concise explanation we could give you about Chaldia. Is there anything you're still not clear on? Nope, that was a 10 out of 10 explanation. I wish I had someone like you as my assistant. Though I do have to ask, are you two actually mages? Because if so, I'm amazed you keep all that up on goodwill alone.
We do our best to help good people.
Seriously, I never know what to say people who actually just... Please. Please say Aozaki. Please, there's no need to be formal, okay? Call me Aoko. Okay, Aoko, I just want to say thank you again for help. I don't know what we would have done without your magic. Were those magic bullets? That's right, I can convert magic energy to physical mass and fire bullets. That's pretty much all I can do, though. Can't make anything else with magical energy. I've never been good at complicated spells for messing with nature or whatever. So, when it comes to firing bullets, I'm pretty sure I'm as good as they come. That's what it's like for you summoning, too, right after that. Your familiar summons and their spirit origins were as solid as a giant tree. If I ever die and come back as a heroic spirit, I might not mind getting worked to the bone if a summoner like you were calling me.
Then you're not as... Yeah, I could have sworn you came from a burst of light before.
Really? You sure you weren't just seeing things? I mean, what do you think I was doing? Teleporting? Something... Besides, take my answer. I'm a real-life person, right?
Yeah, it's more delicate than I expected.
What are you, the naturally oblivious type to put our foot in our mouth? If you're looking for a straight bit for your comedy routine, I'm happy to play along. How about I start by blasting you down into the bedrock? I'm sorry, Senpai has a habit of running her mouth when she meets someone she trusts. I see, so you're used to thinking for her in more ways than one, huh? I understand, I have two friends, they're the same way.
So you still haven't told us what you're doing here.
I'm sightseeing, of course. You said you two are headed for the Kamado Hot Springs, right? Mind if I tag along? I only just got here, so I'm still getting my bearings. Would it be okay if I joined you? That sounds great. That sounds great to me, but since we can't contact Jelly right now, I'll go along with whatever you do.
Sure, I don't see a problem with that.
Awesome, I actually lost my license and wallet, so I don't know what I was going to do. Thanks, Aphrodite Mesh. When we get to the end, I'll be counting on you to check me in as well.
I think I'm just gonna finish up here. Alright then. Well, I guess I'll just do these two to finish up. I finally made it.
Yes, and what a beautiful building. I'd heard these hot springs were popular, but this is even grander than I imagined. It really feels like a marriage of architecture between historical carpentry and modern steel construction. Oh crap, this bad news. People have died here, no question. Did you say died? We should disguise ourselves to be safe. Call me Susei Ritsuka from now on. So you want us to use disguise as victims, but we didn't bring anything you could use for disguise.
This works, right? Relax, I'll take it off as soon as I know it's safe to. Where have I seen that? Damn it. It means all the half-assery in the world, spelled Susei Ritsuka. That's how psychic is a spirit tricks. Tries to only speak one sentence a day. It's enough of a cover story. Come on, let's go and A+ disguise. This is the Kamado Hot Springs.
There's some people hanging out here, probably other guests.
That's it. Bazak McRemitz. Oh, look. Hang on a second. Pass it.
I see Soichi made it back here ahead of us. He just went back into the back of the inn.
Maybe you went to the springs? Who are you people? Sorry, but we're all booked. We've got too many special guests gathered here, so to waste my time with regular ones. Go on, get out of here.
What are you talking about?
A guest by the name of Suzuki staying here. Yes, what does that have to do with you? Oh, the proprietor, can't you tell those people are here for the same reason as us? I mean, one of them's clearly not, and as far as I'm concerned, the more rivals, the better. The more people there are around when I win, the better I'll be able to prove that I... It's such a fucking lame alias, too. Ishtarin Tosaka, best psychic and curse hunter in America, if not the whole world. It feels like Ishtar just showed up because there was something going on, and Ishtar thought, yes, I must clearly be involved in this. Good old Babylonian narcissism. Ishtar and Tosaka. I don't have an Ishtar or a written voice. What are you? So I have to make one up. Fuck. Ishtar and Tosaka are the best psychic and curse hunters in America, if not the whole. What?
Ishtar, no wonder I thought you looked so much like yourself. Did you come here from chatting and read some of the...
Oh, I see, you must be a fan of mine. I must have misheard my name and stuck with you all this time. I'm lucky for you, very attentive to my fans, so I'm willing to overlook it. But for now on, honey, remember this is Ishtar and not Ishtar. My father named me Ishtar. My nickname in school was Rin the Exorcist, so put me Ishtar. You can also call me Julie. Are you a living person, Ed? What, do I look like a ghost to you? Of course I'm alive. You know, you're being weirdly forward to it. We met somewhere before. Why, it's hard to believe, but it looks like Ishtar. Ishtar. Oh, he's from this time. I've heard of coincidence or blisses, but this is on a whole other level. I don't... Oh, I was not paying attention. Sorry, I'm Googling something. I swear I own a copy of this. I swear I own a copy of Witch on the Holy Night. Anyway, be reasonable, Prior. We might all be here for fame and fortune, but that's not the only reason we're here. Those blessed with psychic abilities have an obligation to save spirits that who still suffer in this world. Like they say, two heads are better than one. And better than one, bills be changed, and there's no such thing as having too much firepower, don't you think? You make a good point, Ashura. How can I say no to that? Very well then, this may put us over capacity, but I'll accept these newcomers joining the fray. Welcome me, 3M Kumanoin Yoshisuke, the proprietor of the Kumano Inn. Thank you so much for choosing to stay at our humble establishment. This next part probably goes without saying after all, but please bear with me, it's tradition after all. 2 years ago, our humble inn began seeing regular paranormal phenomenon, ghosts as lay people would put it. Thanks that our once glorious inn has fallen on in tough times and can barely attract enough guests to stay afloat. So as a countermeasure, we've reached out to people who have experience resolving paranormal problems and promise to reward them if they should succeed with ours. In other words, everyone who stays here must be a psychic. It also means that if you're going to stay with us, you need to be able and willing to exercise any kind of ghost you encounter. If that all sounds fair, then you can sign the hotel register right here. This guy, I don't trust this guy, but I don't see any of it. Ah, Miss Aphrodite, Miss Max, and Miss Susaritsuka. Good. Very good. And as your first test. Great, now we can introduce you to your rivals. This is everyone I can find in the lobby. This is Baza. She's a self-proclaimed toughest nail psychic who prides herself on keeping her cool no matter what the situation. Though if you ask me, the steel is not in her heart but her fist. Well, you're wrong. My heart is as hot as they come. Keeping her cool at all times is what sets you to deal the final knockout blow to a tough kid. This is Karen. Oh. Karen Ortesia. I guess I deserve that. It's Karen. She calls herself the Exorcist. I think it means if Exorcist eats good for breakfast, she eats those exorcists for breakfast.
I just happen to find my way. I'm a very pious man, but my real profession is an exorcising demon. But demons and evil spirits don't have any money on them, so something has to pay the bills, right?
Now, Ryugi here is an exorcist, but she is paying an exorbitant amount of money to stay.
What a delightful little diversion. I'd say I'm glad it came here with my family if I wasn't worried about it being a bad influence on my daughter. But my family and I reserved the entire 5th floor, so please don't bother us there.
And finally, we have this creeper girl giving off major stalker vibes who followed Ryugi here. I still don't know what her name.
Fooding on the twister. Please let me know if you run into any jars you can't over around family still get as I twist them away as if they were never there.
I'm calling you Bender. You look like Bender. You act like Bender. I think there are still a few others, but that should do it for the time being. Now it's for the haunted room. Wait just a moment, please. I still have more to say first. However, as you can see, I brought in first-rate exorcists from all walks of life. So there's really no place for any third-rate exorcists who are all bark and no bite. So if you're going to stay with us, I need you to prove that you have what it takes to deal with ghosts. Good point. If they can't even defend themselves, they definitely can't let them go near the Big 5 ghost store. Which we would prove by... I'd like you three to resolve a haunting in the mountain behind the inn. There's an abandoned mining site unaffiliated with the inn there, and some nasty spirits have supposedly taken up residence inside. Anyone who walks and comes back crawling on the ground like a zombie. It turned out they were no longer able to walk because their leg bones had rotted from the inside out. Horrible stories, and perhaps there's still some corrosive gas lingering there or something. Anyway, that's how this area came to be known as Hell's Pavilion. Impressive, no?
So you're saying we can stay here if we exercise the evil spirits in their mind?
Oh, come on, don't be silly. Exorcist, right? Of course you could exercise evil spirits. That would be hardly be a test of your skills. No, these sorts of things have always been about competition. So I'm going to have you compete with another exorcist to see which you can purify Hell's Pavilion the quickest. Would you like to do the honors, miss?
I know I said I wouldn't exercise any made up ghosts, but if I'm going up against a real mage, that's a different story. You clock tower mages never change. You're human creatures that will cross oceans just to get their hands on mystics. Usurpers who would rather ruin other people's magecraft than improve their own, all in the name of maintaining their so-called dignity. If there's any place in this world you belong, it's the deepest bowels of hell.
Rude. Oh. Oh. Alright, I guess that's the last bit. Alright then. Rules are exactly what you expect. Whoever exercises the most spirits wins. Alright then, go ahead and get started. I'll be praying that everything goes well.
Right at 10 o'clock, multiple identified hostiles approaching. I'm not seeing any signs of life for intelligence. They appear to be some kind of clusters of magical energy.
Looks like there aren't any big ones in this mountain. We should be able to handle this without pulling out the big gun.
Let's take care of them quickly, but we'll have to pull our punches so we don't cause a cave.
It's fine, but where'd our competitor go? Oh, I'm sure she's still back by the entrance.
You'd think someone so aggressive would be quicker to act, but nope, not her. She's always been a slacker.
You know her, Aoko?
I'm afraid so. I'll introduce once the council's over, assuming we're still alive, that is. In the meantime, we'll need to take down more than half these things before she gets here, or this match is as good as lost.
Good. And aren't we all on the way to victory already? Well, taking out more than half would be enough to guarantee our victory. Yeah, which is why we need to guarantee that first, but we can worry about the smaller stuff later. For now, let's blow these things away. I don't remember the voice he's. I don't like that shitty Kumanoi Yoshiki guy has us dancing in the palm of his hand, but seeing how this is obviously way worse than a simple poltergeist problem, I know will be doing the world a favor. Of your own services. Really? That's what we're going for. Alright. Sure. Jalter, Aoko, and Mash. Yeah, why not? To be fair, it'll give me some bond level with media and the other two I forgot. Alright. I mean, this really does not seem like it should be a problem. Oh, I have Steno. Fuck. Ah, fence down. Curse. Well, that's very fucking rude of you. I can only use my own servants for this, which is fine. I can do that. Very heckin' rude of you. Oh, okay. I want to show off your noble phantasm at least once. Maybe not this episode, but maybe next episode. Ah. This is what we're doing. Okay. Be cursed again. That's a very nice keyboard sound. Really like it. Oh, I gave enough noble phantasm. Oh, good. Let's hope some of them survive so I can do this. Overpowered? Maybe. That'll certainly be a problem. Oh, you're sealed. Fuck. There's no goddamn point to me doing any of that. Yeah, I'll save part 2 for... It's gotta be half of them by now.
More than half, Master. We've thinned out majority of the hostile. I'm sorry we didn't give our opponent a chance, but this means victory is as good as ours.
The fact that the music is still running. I wouldn't be so sure. The proprietor laid out a bunch of complicated rules. Why is my... Oh, did I click? Wait. Why can't I... I'm pressing space. Did my mouse just stop working? No, my mouse is still working. The keyboard's still working. I actually legitimately cannot progress. I mean, I could... No, I can't even do that. Hang on. Hang on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I think I just need to reload. Okay. Okay, there was an animation that was supposed to play that didn't play, which means I got locked out. That was the animation that was supposed to play. I started it a bit late. I wouldn't be so sure.
The proprietor laid out a bunch of complicated rules, but victory or defeat always boils down to one thing. Points don't matter much after that. You see, it's impossible to lose a contest if you're the only competitor left. Just erase all the magical energy signatures in this cave in instance. Is this a reality, Marvel? But it doesn't feel...
Sir Magecraft diddle diddle banquet then. No, different you speak.
Sir Magecraft
Diddle diddle banquet of the night. It transforms the area around her into a world of nursery rhymes. Reality marvels work by materializing the user's mindscape and overriding reality for short. Compared to that, diddle diddle is like cheating. It cuts reality clean off, no ifs, ands, or buts. It's the manifestation of a fairy tale, something even more magical than the 5 true magics themselves. It's a ploy kickshaw, an extraordinary type of familiar that happens to be Kuoniji Alice's specialty.
You knew it. That was you, Aoko. I had a hunch it might be one when I saw an exorcist with the paper bag over your head. So, how have you been?
I've been fine, as you can see. I'm just taking a break right now. What about you? I'm surprised you're taking part in this kind of contest. What happened? Is it forbidden to use your Magecraft in public? Oh, you even one wasted a ploy on this. Looks like your competitive streak is worse than ever.
Those 2 people with you are clock tower mages. They don't count as part of the public. Besides, it doesn't matter how we got here. Now that we're fighting a Magecraft battle, they're my enemy, so I'm going to send them packing before they can steal anything else. Did you say clock tower? I'm sorry, we're actually researchers with Chowdy. We don't have any association with an organization as storied as the clock tower. You expect me to believe that? There's no organization called Chowdy anywhere in the Mages Association.
The Security Organization for the Preservation of Humanity? Is that true, Aoko? You bet it is. Chowdy's a real observatory up on top of an incredible snowy mountain. I heard it all about through the grapevine. But then I wouldn't expect a witch who might as well be living under a rock to know about that. Yes?
I've heard of it. It's a museum in Switzerland, right? I remember Toku telling me about it once. Never mind, I just remembered that. Senpai, I know it's an amazing snowy mountains in Switzerland, but Chowdy isn't it. Why do I feel like you've just made a huge effort to spare my feelings?
Fuck.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. These people might not be clock tower mages, but that doesn't mean this battle is over. Monster witches are forbidden from losing Magecraft contests. So I'm going to kill you 2 and keep my undefeated win streak going. In fact, this is a good opportunity to finally get rid of you 2, Aoko. Talk about 2 bars with 1 stone. This may even be the best day of my life so far.
How about we call it a draw then? We beat you in numbers, you beat us in Magecraft, right? So since we both won part of the contest, it makes us a draw, not a loss. Besides, don't you think it'd make for a good story sparing a couple rookie mages? I bet some people would throw it to know that even you can be merciful when you feel like it.
Suppose a trial would work, yes? If they really are clocked our mages, then there's no need for me to kill them to keep them from talking. Alright, I'll go along with your drop, but don't get the wrong idea. I'm not doing this out of respect for you. For calling you liars, however, I must apologize. I shouldn't have made such an assumption. That's alright. We could definitely have explained ourselves better. Allow us to introduce us properly. My name is Smash Light, and this here is Aphrodite. She's a summoner from Chaldea, and I'm proud to call her my master.
Nice to meet you.
Is that so? I'm Kuniji Alice. Call me whatever you like. You two are here for your own reasons, right? If you stay on my affairs, I remain at your race. Still, having said that, I expect we'll cross paths while you're staying at the inn, so I will endeavor to treat you fairly. After all, you're a friend of Erika's, right? She and I go way back. That's why I'll gladly kill her if I get the chance.
Am I finished? Am I done? Do I escape? Oh hey, I got a craft essence out of that. What does this do? Restore 50 HP each turn and gain 1 critical strike. Have increased MP gain by 3%. It's actually not bad. The talkative detective Robin. Oh, that's just a straight up witch on the Holy Night. Like straight up. No effect. So useful. It's a 3-star, no effect. Alright. With that being said, that'll be the end of today's episode. And I will see you all. Holy sh! And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.